Hey, welcome back everyone, JayborinoPlays here. This is Legacy of the Confederation, a custom campaign for Starcraft 1. This will probably be the last video, most likely be the last video for this series. It's coming to a close. Keep in mind the third campaign was never created for Starcraft 1, so this is effectively the end of the series. We're here with our hunter-killers under Zool. We're trying to bring these crystals to the Oracle to let him out. We've learned a lot of the history with the Oracle, a lot of questions answered on what happened with Draylon, what happened with Typhon, and why he did what he did. Okay, so these High Templar have that goofy little melee attack thing, so they can do a lot of damage to us, and it seems like they do AoE damage, so we have to be a little careful. I don't know if the end of the last episode really came across as what was going on. I had to make some cuts, because otherwise it would have been almost a half hour longer than it was. That first fight that I had with that Traineth fellow, I killed at least 150 of the Green Dragoons, if that wasn't clear. So it was like really truly absurd how long it was going for. I just wanted to point that out, so you don't think that maybe, you just didn't kill enough on your first try. No, I killed many of them, and that's why it was getting a little frustrating. This guy's in the trees, that's why it's harder for us to kill him. Let's just get rid of these pylons. So now we've got High Templar with the auto attacks. I don't know if we burrow these or what, but now we're at a part in between bosses, so we take our time. Doing my best not to lose any hunter-killers again. I'm recording this right after the last one, so if someone's left an answer before this about what determines what gives you those exposition sequences, I suspect it's either because we're on hard mode or because we're not losing any hunter-killers. I don't know though. Alrighty, we have a cannon up here. Let's get up there and kill that. And another High Templar. We should kill these cannons very, very fast though. Cycling out weak hunter-killers. These High Templar have some reasonable health. And we're just killing everything along the way. Might throw down another save here. This is where we start cycling saves, though. What we're going to do is try to draw him out of the trees. We can be in the trees ourselves, actually. There we go, no problem. And again, I believe there's like it's maybe close to like a 30% miss chance if the enemy is in the trees. I think. I'm not 100% sure about that, but we want to use the trees to our advantage. Okay, looking good. And I don't think we've hit a section where the enemy infinitely spawns from yet. What I'd like to do is maybe draw that High Templar out, or I could just kill the cannon. Let's go ahead and save, make sure we don't fuck this up. Cycle our save. We're past the Traineth Nightmare. Again, it was probably a mixture of me not quickly killing the Green Dragoons fast enough, and then it just got exponentially out of control because I didn't kill them fast enough, and then the trigger to spawn more was happening, or that's what I suspect. I don't know, but that's what I suspect. Alright, so we can't. There's no way for us to get up top, right? Because I saw High Templar up there. See, he's up there. Kill him? Nope, not quite. Well, we'll get him eventually, maybe. Might as well kill these pylons too. Okay, and these things die fast enough, but they do some AoE damage we have to be a little careful of. More cannons. Let's get it. Back away, and again, as long as you cycle out your weakened hunter-killers, I think we're fine. Burrow Micro also would be acceptable, but you're losing some DPS in that instance. You're burrowing a hunter-killer, and that's a hunter-killer that's not doing any damage, when it could be. Again, we've got these guys on the high ground, but they run away from us. They like to run away from us. That's slightly annoying, but either way, let's continue. We might have to come head-to-head with those as well later. I don't know. These guys in the tree, again, I think we have a mischance. Either we do reduced damage or there's a mischance. I'm not 100% sure. This is going just fine, I'd say. Might as well, again, kill these pylons. We can move uphill, though. Okay, looking good. We can worry about these guys on the high ground once we move up to the high ground. Very, very similar to the Dragoon and Zealot sections. There's like a gauntlet between each boss. But there's just lots of one type of unit. Maybe the next one will be Scouts. As long as we don't have Reavers. Please don't let there be Reavers. That would just be truly, truly sad for me. Okay, looking good. And again, these guys can be a little dangerous just because they do that AoE damage. We probably could do like a hold position kite. But as long as they're only doing 1 damage to us at a time, that's really not a big deal to me. We want to retain the high ground advantage for as long as possible. Hold position here. Okay, we have another cannon down there. Cannon's a pretty good range. StarCraft 1 cannons always have a much higher range than I remember them having. They could just blast you from so far away. All right, hold position here. Get rid of these pylons. We'll move up to this section soon. This is good. We've got some High Templar coming to us. Okay, move on over. Hold position. Move back. Stay out of range of those cannons, and we should be fine. We're right on the cusp of being in range of those cannons, though, so I have to be careful. There we go. And I believe there's 2 more, or maybe just 1 more. We drew away 2 of the other High Templar cannons up there as well. Let's kill the cannon, then back away. Back away, hold position, turn and fight. Ooh, yeah, those guys do combined a decent amount of damage. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was closer than I'd like. Let's move on up here, kill this pylon. I suppose we want to kill this one too. There's a few different ways for us to go. We're hitting a kind of a portion again where I may want to take a bit of like slow down, I should say. Just slow down a tiny, tiny bit to see if we can let our hunter-killers heal up. So what I might do is take like a healthy hunter-killer. Well, if you would consider that healthy. Move forward. Okay, no, I cannot. Of course I can't outrage that cannon. Here come a bunch of High Templar. Focus fire, focus fire. Okay, focus fire, focus fire, focus fire. We have our healthy ones up here, so this is fine. I lost 1. I don't feel comfortable with that. I'll make a short video cut when I come back. And, yeah, the health bar was in the trees. Okay, so we're back where we were. Let's see if we can do this without losing a bunch of hunter-killers this time. And by a bunch, I mean 1, but still. Okay, there we go. A lot of my hunter-killers are a bit low, lower than I'd like. I think I've said that a lot this mission. But let's see if we can get in and kill that cannon next. And let's arrange our hunter-killers a little better. This guy's the highest health, so we want to move in with him first. And let's move in and kill this cannon. But that should be most of the High Templar. So I'd say we're in pretty good shape. I might throw down a save. There's nothing down here. There might be something down there, actually. Let's check what's up here. This might be a dead end. Or maybe this is exactly where we need to go. I'm not sure. More High Templar. They're in the trees. I hate that. I hate that. Yeah, it takes so much longer to kill them when they're in the trees. I'm going to throw down a save now. Let's cycle. This apparently seems to be the right way to go. I think the key is to draw them out of the trees. That's what I think, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm assuming we have to go up these stairs, otherwise it's going to warp us back and say, Zool is pissed.
Well, if it isn't the Forbidden One's puppets in my temple, you should not have come here, young ones. I am not like the others. My strength comes from the elements, not inorganic science. I wield a power beyond the scope of your wildest imaginings. I am Elendria. Fear that name, little Zerg, for your deaths come not 5 steps behind its utterance.
Kill Elendria. Elendria uses magic. Watch for instructions on screen. Burrowing may not help, so beware. That probably means she's going to use Storm of some kind. Let's go ahead and cycle our save. We want to get these guys up top as soon as possible. Preparing to fireball, you run. Well, let's get up there. As long as there's not a bunch of illusions, we should be fine. Oh, lordy. Okay, so it moves around. It moves around where the fireball is. I see. Okay. And it sort of tracks you, so as long as you move slightly far enough away from it, you should be fine, I think. So this is going to be a test of endurance, I think. I was like, where did she go? All right, she teleports back to the middle. There's a very slight chance we have her glitched out a little bit. Elendria is teleported. Oh, Lord. Okay, stop moving my camera. Stop moving my camera, please. Okay, burrow. Unburrow, get back in there. You move away. That's really not who I wanted to burrow. Unburrow now. You burrow. We're just doing some burrow micro here to make sure we don't lose too much damage on specific hunter-killers. That wasn't too bad. She's way over here now. I mean, we could just sit here right now and wait for our health to come back. And, let's just stick with 21B throughout the fight, and we have a save at the beginning of the fight.
You would do well to learn manners, you filthy maggots. Perhaps being Zerglings for a while will change your outlook.
A polymorph spell? Uh-oh. Oh, my word, are we Zerglings now? We're normal Zerglings. Watch out for the Archon until the spell wears off. Where is the Archon? We have no vision on it. Let's see if we can get down there and do some damage to her with the Zerglings at least. We should be much faster than the Archon, though, so we should be okay. We might as well do any damage we can. This is going to be really pathetic damage, though, comparatively. Box her in! Box her in! Oh, run. Oh, no. God damn it. Okay, well, this is why we saved at that last section.
You would do well to learn manners, you filthy maggots. Perhaps the Zerglings for a while will change your outlook.
Don't call me a maggot. It's very rude. Okay, well, let's move down here and see if we can escape that Archon before it gets a little closer. Let's actually move around and get a complete surround here. There we go. Nope. Run. Run! Oh, he's chasing me. Oh, he's chasing me. No! Oh, my word. Okay. As you can imagine, the pathing, as usual, is quite frustrating. Especially when you have 8 units and they can get 1 or 2 shotted by this giant thing. So we can do no damage to her in this time. How long does this spell last? Who knows? We are slightly faster than it, though, so we should be able to make a full circuit around this section. Still chasing us, though. Maybe we can make a circle around and do some damage to her, but probably not. Polymorph spell is worn off. Great. Let's get down and do some damage. Is the Archon still on the field? It is. Let's kill it. That was easy. Okay. Interesting set of spells and a very interesting fight, that's for sure. So let's just do our best not to lose any Hunter Killers. Let's move in and just do as much damage as we can in this specific section. Yes, move towards me, please. She has teleported. She's preparing to... She's fireballing again. Uh-oh. This is not good. Not good. Not good. Okay, we're fine. She's right up here. Preparing to fireball again. Let's do this, like, up in this area. Okay, we should be fine. Now we can do some damage. How much armor does she have? 10. Jeez, oh man. And that should do it. So now we hit her. Do as much damage as possible. This is going to be time-consuming. I don't want this to have to be 2 videos. I don't want this to be 3 videos. So no matter how long these last 3 encounters take, we'll play through them. But again, imagine that it's going to be pretty long. She's teleported again. Maybe she's going to polymorph us. Summon minions. Archon. And Dragoons. Okay, that's fine. Well, we killed 1 group right away. That's great. And let's come on down here. We can take out these Dragoons pretty quick. Keep our units spread out so the Archon doesn't do horrible splash damage. He only got 1 shot off, so we're fine. Okay, and let's move down and see if we can get to her before she polymorphs us, because I think that's going to be the next part. The polymorph spell is nasty. I should save at the beginning of each polymorph spell, just because that's when we're going to be having the most trouble.
Test my patience, you miserable scrubs. Now I bring my true power to bear upon you.
Of course. Motherfucking Lord of the Rings happening right now? And Elendra's Earthquake brought your life to less than 3%. Elendra exhausted her magical powers by casting Earthquake. Destroy them and she is helpless. So we're going to save now, because apparently this had to happen, right? So let's stick with, let's do a cycle with A. Oh, but the probes can... I see. But the probes can kill us. Do we need to kite them, or let's just stick with hold position and see if we can kill these very... Let's just see if we can hold out here. I suppose an option would also be to burrow. I almost feel like it's sort of luck. Okay. Oh, ooh, I think we did it. I'm gonna save again over the same save. Nah. Over B. So A is our most recent safe save. We are exactly where we need to be at that point. Now apparently she's helpless, so let's just murder the crap out of her. The question is, will she summon more stuff? She's gonna run from us, though. We want to get into a situation where we can maybe path block her again. Expended her magical strength. Sure. Aha! The path block is real! It's real! Get down there. Get down there! Chase her away. How much health does she have? I think we got her this time, that's for sure. Unless she has some other spell, and the The exposition instruction text has lied to us. Wouldn't be the first time, though. Oh, now she has all of her magical powers back. Whoops, forgot to tell you that that could happen. Got her. 0 hunter killers lost. That is a very tortured death screen by her. 4 of 6 down.
Before the Confederation was overthrown by Arcturus Mace, the Earth Terrans returned here. My existence appeared as an energy surge with one of their rogue agencies, the Keepers, Hector. 2 of their leaders knew of the cost when they ordered an expedition to land here. They wanted what Zul, all beings, even if they might desire for it. They wanted power. I promised them large dominions in my new order, provided they too aided in ushering forth my plans. While I charged Zul and his brood with the task of convincing Kerrigan to weaken her forces by fighting wars on multiple fronts, he was also to find and secure the 2 Zelnaga crystals which would shatter my prisons. Those that locked me in this cage buried me separately in different worlds. The Keepers were to bring the Earth Terrans to the Cthulhu sector, to decimate the Dominion, the Telmorian Combine, the Char Zerg broods, and others that might stand against me. To this end, the Keepers attacked the Zerg colony, then led the Zerg to a Confederation supply post named Dionysus. The Earth Terrans believed the attack unprovoked and declared war. The Keepers, however, only had existence for a classified Confederation report, written by the sole survivor of a secret expedition in Oslo. Confed's military detected my existence via thermo-imaging on one of their deep space reconnaissance probes. The landing team crashed after being shot down by Protoss orbital defenses, and only one of them survived. He made his way into my temple, and here we spoke. After I aided in his return to Confed space, he has since served his cause. He helped gain victories for his commanders when the Terrans wanted Zerg blood. He fanned the flames of conflict between Confed senior officers and helped split the fleet. He should be arriving shortly.
Are you fucking kidding me that it's really Gerson Drake? He didn't outright say it, but that was pretty clear that it's Gerson Drake. There is no way. I guess it is. I guess it's Gerson Drake. That's crazy. I thought it would be Wainwright. I really thought it would be Wainwright. Okay, let's go ahead and get our new cycled save and make our way into the next section.
So it is come to this. Those ones that the Forbidden One would organize its escape. Now you're here, with the keys to its crystal prison. You are blinded. I can tell you what it is that you intend to liberate, but you would not listen. I could warn you, but you would not go. So I do the only thing that I can. I slay you.
Kill Xanon. To see Xanon, stand near a flag in one of the corners. To harm Xanon, all pylons must be destroyed first. Watch out for the observer. It reveals you if you're burrowed. Okay, let's save now. We have to kill all the pylons and avoid him. That's pretty much it, I think. And by pretty much it, I mean it's surely going to be very, very challenging. Let's maybe go around to the corners. That's how we need to see him, but we can't damage him at all until... Right, there he is. Or that's either the observer or him. It's possible that, like, we have to kill the pylons, we do some damage, and then all the pylons regenerate, or something like that. There he is. Alright, move away. Let's just focus on avoiding him. He's down there. It seems like he just sort of patrols. He doesn't get aggressive with us. Though I'm not 100% sure about that. There he is. Move away. Oh, we killed all the pylons, didn't we? We did. Yeah, okay. This is exactly what I anticipated would happen. Okay. Do this. And I don't know if maybe we just have to kill a lot of pylons, or we just have to damage him in the time between the pylons being there, which I am thinking is the case. So what we can do is, like, damage this one to really, really low. or damage one of these to very, very low, and then when he's close to us, we just destroy it, and then we go by one of the flags, reveal him, and then kill him. So, like, now we move, and then we want to draw him to us, wherever he might be. Hello? Oh, there he is. Okay, come to me. And hop on the flag. We're on the flag. We are on the flag. There must be another pylon. There must be a last pylon. I bet it's up here. Yep, of course. Well, my plan, I think, is a good one. Okay, over here, buddy. Okay, all the pylons are gone. Stand on the flag. There he is. Do some serious damage to him, friends. Who is he attacking? I think this one. Burrow. And burrow. Unburrow, and now we have to just run away. Okay, so this is going to take several cycles of this, as you can imagine. What we can do is, well, we have to watch out for the observer, but he's basically chasing us, but we're a little faster than him, so I would say you could burrow him to sort of reset, to like reset his path, so that he'll just start wandering around, just because he won't chase us, or he shouldn't chase us at least. So like right now, we could just burrow. And he's going to run away. And once he's far enough away, we unburrow, and then we do this again. So that's how we can kind of reset his aggression, as long as the observer isn't near us. But ultimately, we're pretty quick for him, so we should be fine. But once he sees us, he'll chase us, so we would then we go to the corner flag, and then we just do a ton of damage. So, and then we have to tank him properly with our hunter killers. There he is. Let's make sure we find all the pylons first. There's a flag. There's pylons up here. Okay, here. And then we'll go and find him and draw him over to the right side. So let's not just... Nope, never mind. Okay. Let's see if we can find him. Hey, friendo. I want to talk. Hey, but really, where are you? There he is. There he is. Come to me. Damn it. Okay, well, the timing of this is challenging. This might be another one of those situations where I'm going to say, well, you understand how this fight works. Maybe I'll just do some cutting because this is going to be really time-consuming. Here we burrow. He runs away from us. Cool. And yeah, again, I think I will. I think I will just go ahead and cut because this is going to be like a 15-minute fight probably as we slowly chip away at him as we destroy this stuff. He's going to the upper left, so let's get rid of this pylon first. Cool. And yeah, really just finding him after he moves is challenging. There he is. He's going to be attacking me, and that's honestly fine. Because we want him to follow us. We want him to follow us. Okay, destroy this. Move away. Destroy this. And yeah, probably after this cycle, we'll see how much damage we're realistically doing to him, and then we will stop. Or I'll make a cut, because this, again, is a... Okay, go to the flag. Go to the flag. Perfect. All right, now we're going to do a ton of damage to him. And we'll just cycle my hunter-killer so none of them are taking an enormous amount of damage. You know, this isn't too bad. This isn't too bad. I think we can do this in probably 2 more cycles, I'm thinking. Okay, so now we burrow. And is he just standing still? I don't see him moving. I think he's right here. Yeah, he just stood still. Very interesting. We want him to make sure he's patrolling around and leaving us alone for the most part. So let's burrow. And he just stands there. It's like he's definitely chasing us around now. At least, I don't know if that's intentional or just a change. I'm not sure. Okay, you move away. You're kind of low. Okay, and then, you know, we do damage to these pylons and then run away from him in the meanwhile. In the meantime, rather. Okay, let's just go around him. Again, we're a little faster than him, so ultimately this isn't too bad. I really think maybe even one more cycle. I'm not sure. Oh, good, he got path blocked by his own pylon. Haha. Okay, run past this pylon. And again, I really think it's Gerson Drake. I got the... I mean, it said it was a he, and then he, you know, he sowed discontent. It's either him or Ratchek, but I'm pretty sure it was... They was talking about Drake. Pretty sure it was Drake. All right, destroy this. Destroy this. Okay, and then go to the beacon and attack. Okay, move away and just have him attack a healthy Hydralisk. I really think, oh, it's going to be close. If we don't get him, we'll be able to get him the next time. It's just we don't want to lose any Hydralisks. Oh, we got him. Okay, great. I'm glad I didn't take the time to cut. Xanon's death has disrupted the cloaking field in this area. The Oracle is merging from Cloak. Wait, did we kill all of them? I thought there was an extra one.
You have come far, Zerg warriors, but this is as far as you will go. Your deaths are imminent. Just know that while you may not understand the nobility of your sacrifices, I will record them as such.
Cool. They didn't start the party without us.
Holy shit. Well, these are marked as Valkyries. There should be the Spectres. Motherfucking Gerson Drake. Well, let's get in there and help. Oh, no, we can't.
Sorry about the delay, sir.
Use your Hunter Killers to place the 2 key crystals on either side of the Oracle. Wow! I think we've done it. Let's throw down a save just in case. Motherfucking Gerson Drake. Not who I expected. Not who I expected at all. I suppose it makes sense. He was the one that helped free Wainwright. The Oracle's crystal prison is shattered. It is free once again. Damn, and that's it. That is it. Wow. So it was Gerson Drake. I really thought it would be Wainwright, but it makes sense. Drake was the one that freed Wainwright. Just the way that he presented himself. He's like, I'm not a traitor. I'm not a mutineer. In that, it was, what was it, Mission 17. That's when I'm like, well, of course then it's not Drake. It's not Drake. Wow, that's wild. You know, I streamed last night. I had a Mass Effect stream last night, and I talked about this campaign. And I'll repeat myself for those of you that didn't see that. And, you know, for our retrospect, is that I thought this campaign was great. There were times that I hated this campaign, in the sense that I was just incredibly frustrated with some of the mechanics. And, you know, I can't, you know, over and over I say, oh, it's StarCraft 1, it's not the campaign. At the same time, the campaign was designed in StarCraft 1. The creator understood the mechanics of StarCraft 1 and still included mechanics in his campaign that would be frustrating just because they were in StarCraft 1. So it's a mixed bag there, but what makes, in my opinion, a great campaign, or really anything, I would say my description of this campaign is how I describe the new Star Wars film. It has its faults. It's not perfect. It clearly has issues. Clear and, I don't know, very easily describable problems. But the fact that I still enjoyed it, I still came back to keep playing it, and I enjoyed playing the majority of it. I wanted to know what was going to happen next. Regardless of the fact that there's some things that stuck out like a sore thumb that bothered me, specifically about, you know, gameplay and pathing and all that stuff, it says a lot about it. I think at its core, something, you know, a good map, a good campaign isn't about being perfect. It's about, for every flaw that you see, you can think of 5 great things. If that's what you can think of, then it's a good map. It's a good campaign. If it's the opposite of true, if you're looking for a reason to like it, if you need to be convinced to like it, you know, for every good thing you can think of 5 flaws, that's something that is not good. So, in this case, again, for every flaw I can think of, there's a, you know, I can count on more than 2 hands how many great things. Mission 17 was probably my favorite mission. I love the elevators. I mean, I didn't love the elevators per se, but I loved the mechanic of going to different floors and having technicians on different floors do things to unlock different parts of the ship for you and, you know, directly affect what was happening with your units as you were trying to do things in different other parts of the ship. Could it have been done better? Maybe in a different game, yes. So maybe if this eventually gets remade in StarCraft 2, I can see some really excellent things being done with that mission. Like, not just in the CEC, you have to have technicians in different areas to do all sorts of different things. Not just in the CEC, make it so that the elevator is easier to access. You know, it's, again, a lot of that just has to do with the StarCraft 1 limitations. But there's so much potential with the remake. But really, just looking at this campaign without the idea of a remake, you know, just looking at it as for what it was in StarCraft 1, it was incredibly, incredibly unique and groundbreaking. And the triggering was very, very complex. Probably one of the only major issues I had was on that last mission, that Dragoon fight, where, again, you couldn't see it because I had to cut parts out because it was so long, but there were so many Dragoons that I could move nowhere. Like, you saw a part where I was kind of path blocked, but what you couldn't see was on every other Fog of War part of that area, there were Dragoons. There was nowhere to go. And it was absolutely wild. So that part, I think, you know, was sort of overtly broken. Or maybe I just did it wrong from the get-go and I wasn't fast enough. Either way, you know, I'm focusing a little too much on that. But, you know, in a retrospective sense, again, I would say for every flaw that I found, number one, it could be explained away because StarCraft 1 is an old game, right? It's hard to hold these standards to 2015. You know, I'm looking at it, I'm holding it a mirror up to it in 2015, you know, a mod that was made between 1999 and 2000, early 2000 something. So, yeah, I'm very, very impressed. And even in 2015, I had a blast playing this. This campaign actually had really, really great reception on my channel. I want to say a big thank you to the Oracle. He seemed to have come out of hiding right around when I started this campaign. I don't know if he had plans to continue this. I think he did have plans. It was right after Legacy of the Void came out too, is when he sort of re-emerged with the idea of wanting to remake this. But I like to hope that me showcasing these maps gave him a little inspiration, a little motivation, because, you know, I want to show there are people who didn't know about this original StarCraft 1 mod ever, started watching it now, and are very interested in it. So not only are there, I would say there's fewer people who remember this. You know, they're much older now. They may not have any idea. They don't play StarCraft 2 at all anymore. You know, it's a good thing to get new people involved. So I'd like to hope that that provides some motivation. It seems like there's some really good work that's being done on the remake. One thing I've said in the past is when you have such a broad scope for a big campaign, that's when you're least likely to actually make something. But in this specific case, I believe the Oracle is actually funding monetarily people to work on things, which adds deadlines, which adds motivation and incentive to complete things. So we've already seen real work, real assets being done. There's a basis for what the maps will be already made in StarCraft 1. So I really think there's a real tangible deliverable that we already have in terms of assets, and I think that it will be made. All right, there's a lot of things I see, a lot of big talk on some project pages, and I think that's probably never going to happen, right? Whether that's pretentious of me and assuming of me is one thing, but you know, it's easy to look at things and be like, I would be surprised if this ever was actually made. But in this case, we have seen real progress, and I think we will see the remake, at least of past purposes, at least. So I really, really, really look forward to that. And I hope you all enjoyed this series. Next, I'm going to be playing StarCraft Retribution. Some people say it's not as good as Insurrection. Insurrection isn't very good. In fact, it's sort of back and forth. Insurrection was good because of how bad it was. Retribution, I don't think, is as bad, which makes it just sort of middle of the line, middle of the road, mediocre. So we'll see when we get there. Releasing only 2 a week means that series would last a while, so maybe I'll do what I did with Insurrection and switch StarCraft 1 to 3 days a week just for that, just to get through it a little faster, but I do want to play it, I really do. I've told people I will play it, people still ask for it, so I will be playing it, so expect to see that. Yeah, and then after that we'll get back to more custom campaigns for StarCraft 1. I hope you enjoyed this series, and leave your kind words for the Oracle in the comments. Huge props to him for coming back and leaving comments on my videos, giving us all some insight and, you know, what was going on these maps at the time they were made. It's very, very neat. So I am looking forward to the remake. I hope you are too, and I will see you next time. Bye now.